Hello everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. So our inspiration is going to be Anna Griffin Christmas tree pop-up dies. Here is our inspiration card. Instructions on how to put it together. If you are interested in this journey with me, let's go ahead and get started. So the tree is pretty easy to put together. You are going to need a 5x7 vertical card. There was an accessory kit that you could purchase with this. However, I did not get that kit because I ordered this before that accessory kit was made available, because I did not want to chance this selling out or being placed on back order. So I tried a 6x6 card because that can be vertical as well. And this is just random paper. This is a tree that I made when I got this kit. And if you stick this in, it's going to stick out your star by that much. And then if you do the 5x7, this sticks out. So we can make a vertical 5x7, and it's super easy. All we're going to need is 2 sheets of identical paper, and it's going to be 5 inches by 7.5. That's your first sheet. And then the second one is 5 inches by 7. So this sheet is just a half an inch longer. Okay, so what you would then do is take the larger or the longer piece, which is 5 by 7.5. You would get your scoreboard and you would turn your card to the 7.5 inch way, and you're going to score at a half an inch. You're going to score. That's it. Okay. Then once we do that, I've already scored mine. Once we do that, we are going to just go ahead and fold down that score line, and we are going to burnish it. So I'm just folding. So just fold and burnish. And then what we're going to do is we are going to connect these 2 cards. So you can either put it like this, so you can lay it on the top like that, or if you want to do it like this, you can do it like that. So it's up to you. This, if you do it this way, you're obviously going to see like this here. All we're going to do with that is we are going to let this side be the top of our card, and we are going to just take a 5x7 panel and just cover it up just like that. And then you would then have your 5x7 vertical card. Okay, so let me go ahead and glue that down. If you decide to put it like this, it's just going to show because the tree skirt is not wide enough to cover this up. So it doesn't matter. It's no right or wrong way. If you have pattern paper, just make sure, when you're connecting your papers that it matches. Okay. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue this down like that. Okay. So let me do that. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to use glue or tape. I'll just go ahead and use some glue. And just make sure you get your ends. And then you're just going to, like I said, if it's pattern paper, just make sure your patterns match up and just line it up. Make sure it's lined up appropriately. And there you go. And just give it a good burnish. And then for the front, we are just going to take our panel, which is a regular, because now this piece now is a 5x7. It's no longer a 5x7.5. So then now you're just going to take your 5x7 panel and you are going to cover that up. Super simple, super quick, and super easy. So this is for us when we run out of our 5x7 paper, our 5x7 vertical paper, when you use up all your cards in that kit. Okay, so I'm just gonna sit that to the side for now. Let's work on this tree. So for the tree, it comes with 3 different dies, and we are going to connect the 3. So you have, for your first one, it's going to be this one here, which has the slit at the top. So this is panel number 1. How you can also tell, or tree number 1, how you can also tell that it's tree number 1 is that the bottom looks different. It's shaped different than the other 2. So we're going to take this one and we're going to fold the little legs. We're going to fold them forward and backwards. And then we are going to take our tree skirt, and this is mine that I've cut out. Now your tree skirt, when you cut it out, it's going to cut out with 4 little slits here, 2 here and 2 here, and then 2 here in the middle. So the middle is also going to have a score line that you are going to fold and burnish. Okay, so this is what's going to go into the center of our card base. So just give that a good burnish. All right, so then we are going to take tree number 1 and we are going to put our little, we're going to call these feet. Okay, so we're going to take one of the little foots, put it in there. We're going to take the other one and put it in there. So you're going to put it in the 2 slots that went along the fold line. Okay, and then you're going to, there we go. So just make sure if it's sliding through, just make sure you stop at the score line. So we're going to go ahead and glue that down. So just put your adhesive, glue that down, and then the other one, I'm going to flip it over and glue that down. I'm not sure if it makes a difference. I didn't try anything if they're glued in the same direction or not. That's just what the instructions say. So I don't know though. I didn't try it. Make sure it's lined up, okay? And there we go. When you open it, you have a funny lopsided tree, but it'll all come together, I promise. So then now what we are going to do, let me put my glue away. So this one is tree number 2, and this has the little slit at the top and at the bottom. So we're gonna call these little legs, and we're gonna have some little ankles here and some feet. And the reason why is because I don't know if you could see that score line, but there is a score line here and a score line there. So we need to fold the little ankle one inward, because this is what's going to cause the tree. This particular one is definitely going to be what pops it up and down, like what causes it to fold. Okay, so you got that one, and then you're going to fold this one backwards. Okay, did you see that? So fold it inwards, and then the bottom one fold it backwards. And then we're going to do the same to this one. We're going to fold, because they're the same on both sides. You're going to fold it inward like that, and then you're going to fold the little bottom one, which is the foot. You're going to fold it backwards. I hope you got that. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing to tree number 3, which has the panel. I don't know why these didn't cut through all the way at the bottom. It was like stuck together at the bottom. Maybe I needed to add another shim. So we're going to do the same thing. You see the score lines. So you're going to fold the little ankle part inward, and then the foot backward. Okay, and then just do the same thing to the other side. And you'll see your score line to fold it. Just make sure that one you fold in, and then the bottom one you fold backwards. Okay, so we now have that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take tree number 2 and tree number 3, and we are going to take number 3 and put it over number 2. Okay, so just open them up like that and just slide tree number 3 over top of tree number 2. Okay, and if you lay it flat, they should both have their little legs Okay, let me show you one more time. Tree number 2, remember, has 2 slits, and tree number 3. So take number 3 and go over number 2. Push it down, and then they should just connect, and then they're both, be careful with your little star, and then you have 2 little legs. Okay, now what we're going to do, the instructions tell you opposite, but I just find this is maybe a little easier. And then now what we're going to do is we're going to pick up tree number 1, which is connected to our tree skirt, and we are going to take our trees, both of them together. They're already stuck together, and we're going to open up the slit in number 1, and we are going to slide tree number 3 and 2 together down to number 1. Okay, just slide it down. And you're going to see some resistance because of the little feet, because we already folded it. You could have done that at the end, but I wanted to show you guys how important it was. So now what we're going to do is we are going to, so let me show you one more time. So number 2 and 3. And then if you want, you could actually just kind of press this to flatten it if that bothers you. Okay, till we get it on, and just take it, go down like that. Okay, and then now it's open. And it doesn't matter which side you start with. What you're going to do is take one of the tree panels and open it up, and you are now going to insert the little foot. You see the little slits? There's 2 slits, remember? You're going to insert the left one with that one. Okay, and if they get all stuck together, just kind of loosen it, move them out the way. And then we are going to insert the other side, this one, in the other little slit, the little slit or slot, whatever. Okay, just like that. And then remember when we did the little fold, you see now how it's pressing it down to close it, and if we push it, it should lay flat. And then we're going to have to glue these tabs. Okay, so you see it like that, and then when we press the skirt closed, that's what's going to flatten the tree. So I'm going to take this little legs out so you can see it again. Well, I think you should have it. Just rewind it if you need to. And then you're just going to glue down your little flaps. Okay, then if you flip it over, it's the same thing. You're going to put the left in the left slot, and then you're going to put the right in the right one. Okay, same thing. And then you're going to put your little, bring them back at this, you know, under here, and glue them down. And then there's of course this side as well. Once you glue it down, it'll stay down. When you press the little skirt up to close it, the tree should flatten. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and glue these down. So I'm just gluing these down. Make sure you put plenty of glue. Okay, hold it down if you're using the glue. And I'm going to flip it over and put glue or adhesive on this side as well. Press that down. And here. Okay. And then when we open this up, our tree should pop up with no problem. So let's go ahead and open it. There we go. You have your 3D tree. Now, the stars, if you look at the stars, they're all like out of control. This is optional. This is super optional. What I did was I took you have to take the die, which is actually going to be the tree number 3. You're going to have to take the one that doesn't have the slit in the top, because the other 2, if you cut it out, it's going to have that slit. So I took tree number 3, and what I did was I just put a little piece of paper under the star, and it's not going to cut the star out completely, so you have to finish it. So what I did was I just take it, and then I cut my scissors, take my scissors, I cut my scissors, I take my scissors, and I just kind of finish the star. Okay, and here's another one to show you. You stick a little piece of paper up under the star, and this is what I got. And then what I'm going to do is cut up a little bit here and then there, and I just kind of finished the star. Okay, totally optional. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it where it's, you know, not this way, but the flat side, and I'm going to just hold my trees together. I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on the star. I'm going to take one of my stars and I'm going to just lay it flat. Okay, lay it flat, hold it for a little bit, 'cause wet glue. And some of you may think that it's going to affect the tree popping open. It's not. I already done it a few times. It's not going to do that. So then just take it, and the best way to have this star perfectly line up is to make sure the part that you cut, just make sure that's on the bottom. Okay, and then line that up, hold it close. Now it won't completely, you'll still see a little bit of the green, but I mean, it's okay, it's nothing. Okay, so then now when we open the card, it doesn't affect the tree popping up. Now you won't see the 3D part, like the 360 part on the sides, you know, but still you have now a beautiful star on the top of your tree. So then now all you would do is decorate it and glue it inside of your card. So it comes with these dies here. It comes with these, so you will just cut out those and emboss them, and I've cut out a few. And you would just kind of like pop your tree. You can even glue your tree down first before you decorate it. Totally optional. So I'm just going to decorate it first before I glue it down. So now as you decorate it, and like I said, if you got the accessory kit, there are other things that you can use to decorate. You also can use any crafting kit that has like little tree decorations. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to take the tree, and we are going to actually adhere the tree to our card. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your glue or adhesive. Make sure you use something strong because this is a card that will be open, close, open, close. Okay, and you are going to line it up in the middle, or line it up, and you're going to lay it flat. And then we're going to put adhesive also on this side. Okay, so I'm just going to put that down, and I want to show you some other trees that I made. So just lay it down. And remember, I'm going to cover this with my top panel. So let me go ahead and put some adhesive here and glue this on as well. Okay, so I'm just going to remember, if you have directional paper, to make sure it's right. So this paper has writing on it, so I just got to make sure that it's correct. Line everything up, and looks good to me. I'll just press it down. Okay, so we covered up that little where we joined the two pieces of paper. So that part is done. So when we open now, there we go. You have your pop-up card. Make sure I like to open it and just make sure that press down, make sure that glue's sticking, and there you go. You have this. Now all you can do, what you do is further decorate or embellish. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm just going to add a couple little decorations. I just have some foliage here. I'm going to lay down, add your sentiments, or your if you want to put any little messages, you can add a little so I'm just adding some little foliage here, and I have some ribbons, some paper ribbons that I made that I'm going to put down. And then I will put my decoration as well on the top. So I'm just gluing these down. Stay. Okay. But do you guys have this kit? Are you thinking about getting it? I think it sold out, but I believe she's going to bring it to her website. So you'll have a second chance to get it. I'm just going to do the same thing to this side. So I'm just bringing this one to the side here and lay this down. Okay. Now also, if you have any of, if you have the other Anna Griffin Christmas tree die set, you can use things from there as well. And I did I'll show you the other cards that I made. And I did use some stuff from the Christmas tree. So I'll show you that. All right. So that's that. I just messed that up. And let me put some glue here. I just messed that up. I didn't pay attention. And where are my tweezers? Right here. So I just messed my little berry up. I actually bent it backwards. So, okay. There we go. All right. So then the front, I'm just going to put decoration on the front. So I decorated the front of my card, and what I did was I took one of Anna Griffin's Christmas card toppers and I just put it on the front. Normally when I do a pop-up card, I don't really like too much dimension on the front of my card, just in case the recipient would like to, you know, display this, and they can just open the card and, you know, obviously you have to train it a little bit so it stays flat, but so that it can stay flat, you know, so personal preference. Now let me show you two other cards that I made. So I made this one. So this one is our pretty pink and blue, and then you open it up and there we go. Now for this one, I made the tree, obviously. I used the Christmas lights from Anna Griffin's Christmas tree die set. So right there, I cut that out twice, and I put one on this side as well as one on this side. And then if you would like to put it in between, so in between the tree, you're going to have to cut these into pieces, smaller pieces. The lights line up perfectly with this tree. Just a little tip. Start at the top, just a little under the star, and make sure this middle piece here lines up with your crease, and it will fit perfectly. If you can see, that's one side and that's another. So I also used the gifts from Anna Griffin's other Christmas tree die set, because like I said, I didn't order the accessory kit because I ordered this kit and the accessory kit wasn't available at the time. So, and then finally, the other card I made was this one. So just the front and then here. So this one is my favorite because it looks realistic. So let me just show you. And how I achieved this was, I've said in a few of my videos to get the Diamond Press Christmas foliage kit. It's very versatile. I find myself I keep using it. So I use this particular die right here. Let me show you. And let's see, where is it? Oh, it's right here. So I use this one. That one die. So if you've seen my Diamond Press Christmas tree pop-up video, I'll leave that in the description for you for easy access. I did the same thing to their Christmas tree pop-up, and this is their die, so it belongs to them. So I said, you know what, why not do it with Anna's? So here we go. And this tree took extra love, as you can see. It's no secret that I sell my cards because I do leave my Etsy shop in the description on every video. So this tree right here is gonna cost a little extra because I think I've cut this little spruce or whatever it is. I think I did like 100 pieces or more because I even put them in between. You see that? So it's full 360. So yeah, I'm not I mean, I'm not sure if you guys are interested in doing something like this. It does take a lot of love. It did take some extra time, but it was worth it. As you can see, it's beautiful. So this is obviously my favorite tree because it looks so realistic. So something like this is going to cost, yeah, this tree is going to cost more than that tree. Anyways, if you guys are watching and you're not crafters, because I watch channels like I've said before, I watch people who paint like pictures, not walls or houses. They paint pictures, and I'm not a painter, but I do enjoy watching those videos. So if you guys are, you know, ever interested in any of my cards, or you are a crafter and you just don't have the tools, or you don't have the time to make the card, I do sell my cards. If you follow me and you go to my shop and you see something that you like, please click on that item and you can message me from that item and let me know that you follow me, and I'll send you a coupon. I always offer free shipping, so, and a envelope for the recipient. So just FYI. Okay, so these are my beautiful cards. I thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys found it helpful that you know how to make that vertical card. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video.